What is up, everybody? We are back, and we do not have full rosters here once again. And if it gets to another like 30 seconds, technically we'll see another forfeit. Same situation coming in from Good Vibes Only, which would not be fun. We like to see all 3 rounds be played. You love the fit. Thanks, Mountainous. Yeah, nah, this is my new stream fit. I like it. It's a vibe. We're just kind of hoping. We're just really kind of hoping that our logo. You have Juice Box, Ignite. Wait, I'm looking at their logo right now. This is hilarious. Yeah, they gave it to you. Yeah, we got a first round forfeit by Good Vibes Only now. I'm gonna. One second. Yeah, because we have to wait for 4 players to join before we can ask to cast, is kind of what I read the message from Caroline. Or tell them to ready up. We can't tell them to ready up beforehand. And then I can hit crew ready now. Right away, now that they have a full 4. Yeah, but he showed up after the time, technically, by a whole minute. So I think it would technically be a first round. Yeah, I don't know. I hit it already. I did. All right, we're going to be having fun here right now. It seems like they should be readying up at some point. I don't know why they haven't, but... Oh... We are not allowed to ping. We are not. I hit that button. All right, I don't know. They can play them all. I might have to back out at some point. Well, no, not really, because it hit 45. We're not supposed to ask to cast until they're full teams. I don't know. It's an interesting situation. That's why we got commissioners involved last time. You know. But we do have neutral joust coming in here. It is gonna get won by Good Vibes Only. Good Vibes Only gonna throw it all the way down. It almost goes in. Gets picked up by Sammy. Sammy's gonna throw it down the field. Gets picked up by Coaster Master. Coaster Master throws it down. Almost gets picked up. But a quick stun out and steal coming in from Sinnoh. Sinnoh's gonna throw it all the way down. That's gonna bounce around geometry. It is going to get picked up by Sinnoh. Sinnoh is going to get stolen from. Pause with the disc. Going to throw it all the way down. Gets picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli going to throw it. Pause with the disc. Going to juke around some geometry. Goes for the full reset. Connects with Coaster Master. Coaster Master with the disc. Going to throw it. Deadline with the disc. Scores 4-2 off the pass. Assisted by Cam Spin. Yeah, I don't know. Interessante. I don't really care. I just know I have to. All I know is I have to leave at some point. All right, we got a headbutt coming in. Fletcher's with the disc. Gonna throw it cross. Offensive joust coming in here from Wildcard. Wildcard goes for the long 3. Gets saved by Pause. Pause with the disc, looking for a potential pass downfield. Throws it off. Whatever you want to call that. Geometry. Fletcher is with the disc, juking around. Gonna throw it over to the pyramid. Sinnoh with the disc, throws it, gets taken by Coaster Master. Coaster Master with the disc, going to throw it down left tunnel. That's going to bounce around some geometry. It's going to bounce around bubble right now. Gets picked up by the fast act coming in by Fletcherist. Fletcherist with the disc, going to throw it down left tunnel. It is going to stay around that midline trap area. Gets picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli with the disc, going to pass to Fletcherist. Fletcherist tries to throw it over to Sam. Doesn't quite get it, but gets the clear off in the end. That's going to stay up by the trench area. Sinnoh with the disc gets the stun off on Pause. Sinnoh to Hunavelli. 2 points assisted by Sinnoh, the equalizer, too, as some like to say. It has been an awesome game so far. We're going to keep vibing, thriving. This should be very close. This is the 9 seed versus the 7 seed. So this is a very close game. Like I said, the MMR in those higher seeds are super close. So win loss, you can bounce quite a bit here. Pick up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli is going to throw it all the way down, go for the potential 3. Going to be wide and to the right. That's going to bounce up, get picked up by Sinnoh. Sinnoh's going to throw it. Meant for Fletcher's. Fletcher's gets stunned out, though. Pause with the disc, going to throw it. Gets stolen by Sam with the midfield play. Pass over to Sinnoh. Sinnoh over to Fletcher's. Fletcher's looking for a potential pass on the perimeter of Bubble. Passes straight up to Sam. Sam tries to walk it in, and Cam headbutts it, and it ends up being a 2. 2-point lead coming in here from Wild Card. Definitely a very close game. I think this is going to be very back and forth. This is what Echo Master League's all meant for. Very close games, fun games to watch. Good cast for all of y'all watching right now. Paz is going to pass it down left tunnel. Connects with Deadline. Deadline over to Coaster Master. Coaster Master, he's got a nice pass potential here, but opts out to walk it in for a nice 2. Tying it up, equalizing once again. Jax is in chat. It's a new face I've seen. Kroger's is in here. Awesome to see. We got an offensive joust coming in once again from Wild Card. We'll see what they're able to do, if they're able to answer back here. Sinnoh with the disc, going to look for a pass. Pass it cross to Fletcher's. Fletcher's ducks under that stack. Passes it cross, connects with, I believe that was Hunavelli, up to Sinnoh. Sinnoh to Fletcher's. Fletcher's is going to throw it down. It is going to bounce all the way into Bubble. Still floating in Bubble. Paz coming in there to grab it. Paz has had the hands in Bubble. Deadline with the disc, going to throw it down the midline. It is going to bounce around geometry. Does not get quite picked up. Hunavelli with the disc goes for the pass. Fletcherus with the disc, going to throw it down left tunnel. That is going to stay in the tunnel. It is going to keep bouncing back and forth, back and forth. Slow stack coming in. Hunavelli with the disc, looking for a potential pass. Working it nice and slow. Going to pass it short over to Fletcherus. Fletcherus is going to pass it cross, connecting with Sinnoh. Sinnoh over to Sam. And Sam for the 2. Making it a 2-point games. Why are you in a pickle? Are you like arrested right now, Jax? Should I be worried? You're in a pickle. You about to get grounded from your headset or something? Should we be like worried for the future of Ren? No. Offensive joust coming in here from Good Vibes Only. Passing it over. Gets picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking to walk it in. Passing cross over to Sinnoh. Sinnoh for the nice quick 2. Creating now the biggest lead we've seen all game. 4 points in favor of Wild Card. Jax is not like 27. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. I know Jax. Jax is not 27. But offensive just, I'm not going to dox him, but Good Vibes Only with the disc. Going to pass it down right tunnel. Gets picked up quick by Hunavelli. Hunavelli looking for a potential pass downfield. 2 pass options. Goes for the long 3. It is wide to the right. Gets picked up by Coaster Master. Coaster Master clears it all the way down. That's going to bounce around Bubble. Gets picked up by Paz. Paz for the 2. Making this only a 2-point lead now. Jax isn't 12 either. But that's... Wait, piloting an aircraft is crazy. All right, didn't expect that. I don't think you should be watching Echo and piloting an aircraft, but picked up by Sinnoh. Sinnoh with the disc looking for a potential pass. Going to pass it cross cloud over to Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking for a potential pass. It is going to get passed down into Valley to Sam. Sam's going to get it stolen off them by Paz. Paz with those sticky hands. Going to go wide to the right. Hunavelli with the disc. Doesn't quite get it cleared out. Slap back, reset to Sinnoh. Sinnoh looking for a potential clear here. Dribble opportunity. Fletcherus with the disc goes for the long 3 and does connect. For now, our longest lead of the game for 5 points. It depends on what type of plane you're flying, Trot. If you're flying like a newer commercial plane, it's pretty much autopilot. But like the older like single passenger planes are not. So that's crazy. All right, we got an offensive joust coming in from Good Vibes Only. Pause with the disc. Pause looking for a potential pass. Working it nice and slow. Going to pass it right popcorn over to Deadline. Deadline with the disc looking for a potential pass. Cross and does connect with Coaster Master. They need to get coasting. Good Vibes only does it. They want to regain this lead. Gets picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus is going to throw it. It is going to bounce around geometry right there in the bubble area. Gets picked up by Sam. Sam's going to look for a potential pass and connects wall to Fletcherus. Fletcherus over to Hunavelli. Hunavelli goes for a little like musty flick. I don't even know. Coaster Master with the disc, going to throw it all the way down into bubble. Quick stack, but does not connect. They do get the stack back together. Deadline gets a disc. Pass up to Pause. Pause walks it in for another 2, making this only a 3-point game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Plenty of time. We'll see how this plays. All right. We got an offensive joust coming in here once again from Wild Card. We'll see how they connect here. We'll see how this goes. Offensive joust coming in, picked up by Sinnoh. Sinnoh looking for a potential pass here. They're going for this little cloud play we've seen multiple times. Picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli's going to throw it all the way down. It is going to bounce off that back wall. Gets picked up by Coaster Master. Coaster Master looking for a potential clear. Quick steal, though, by Sam. Sam walks it in for another 2, extending their lead by 5 points once again. Good Wild Card looking pretty good in this first round. The teams seem to want to deny that first round forfeit, which is, I guess, fine. It is what it is. I don't know if they're allowed to, but I can't speak on that. So I guess if they want to play all 3, they can. I might not be able to stick around for the full 3. Pause with the disc. Nice save coming in from Sam. Sam gets the clear out. That is going to end up landing in Hunavelli's hand. Hunavelli going to throw it all the way down into bubble. That's going to bounce off back wall. Gets grabbed quickly by Coaster Master. Not quite cleared. The pesty nugget got in the way. I don't know what Pause was trying there, but it ends up working out. Ends up being a weird little self pass. Deadline with the disc. Looking to possibly clear it down that midline. And does. It is going to go all the way into bubble. Fast stack coming in. Fletcherus with the disc. Looking to clear it all the way down. Going to clear it down left tunnel. Potentially trying to dribble there. But that is going to bounce around. Get picked up by Coaster Master. Pressure coming in by Sinnoh. Gets the clear off. That is going to bounce around geometry. Get picked up by Pause. Pause goes for the 3. And doesn't quite come off that back period very well. That's going to clear very weirdly. Gets picked up by Coaster Master. Coaster Master looking to walk it. Pressure coming in from Hunavelli. Hunavelli gets the steal. Picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus throwing it down left tunnel. Does get picked up again by Fletcherus. Fletcherus goes for the full clear. Gets picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli's going to walk it in for a nice little flashy slam dunk too. Yeah, if you're in the bathroom, who's flying the plane? You're crashing, Jax. You're crashing. It's all going down. All right. When I hear on the news, kid flies plane into building, I'll know who it was. All right. Quick pickup. Nice headbutt. Round 1 is now over in favor of Wild Card. Since they don't want the first round forfeit, I think they're going to keep going. I don't even know anymore. I'm supposed to be at his scrim in like 3 minutes. Okay, I don't know. Hunavelli with the disc. Passes over. All right. Let's look at some stats. Why don't we? Unless if Finn wants to take over. Finn? You want to take over? Since they I mean, technically not, but like it starts in like 2 minutes. If I want to be there at start, I can, but like technically this game should be over in theory. By the same ruling as last game. But I don't have to leave. I can stay. I can stay. All right. I'm just going to tell. I got the tag Echo Spark link. One second. Sorry, guys. You know what? I told Caroline to let me know if you need me right now. Okay, so that's a little hint of the team I'm trying out for. Love the cowboy hat. Hell yeah. We can make them wait a little, Caroline said. So we're good. Neutral Joust coming in. Sorry for not giving you guys colorful commentary in between rounds. I was just trying to figure out my stuff. Neutral Joust coming in. Gets picked up by Wildcard. Wildcard passes over right. That is going to go straight to Florida Fletcherus. Fletcherus goes for the 3. It's going to be high and to the left. That is going to bounce around geometry, land into Sam's hand. Sam's going to pass it cross over to Sinnoh. Sinnoh goes for the potential 3. Ends up being a really good pass to Hunavelli, assisted by Sinnoh for 2. Starting with a 2-0 lead. They didn't submit logos, but Wildcard ended up submitting a logo. And I thought it was a pretty funny logo. I'm not going to lie. All right. Offensive joust coming in from Good Vibes Only. Gets picked up by Paz. Paz looking for a potential pass. It is going to go left over to Coaster Master. Coaster Master working it nice and slow. They know they're in no rush. Only a 2-point lead. Paz with the disc. Going to throw it all the way down. Gets picked up, though, by Sam. Sam staying behind, getting those nice grabs. Sino with the disc. Going to throw it down. It is going to land into Hunavelli's hands. Hunavelli's going to pass it. It does get picked up by Deadline. Deadline's going to throw it all the way down. Fast Axe coming in there by Wildcard, though. Gets picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus is going to throw it across to Sino. Sino back to Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking down left tunnel. It is going to get stopped by Geometry. Get picked up by Paz. Paz going to throw it right. And it is going to bounce around some Geometry. Gets picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus is going to look for the clear. It is going to bounce up. Get stuck in that trap area. Hunavelli going potentially for the boop. That is going to hit the top of tunnel, though. Gets picked up by Paz. Paz is going to throw it down right tunnel. It is going to full clear. Fast Axe coming in from both sides. Does get picked up by Sam, though. Sam getting pressured there a little bit by Cam Spin, but gets the throw off. Tries to get it. Another grab. 2 points for Deadline. The equalizer, 2. To keep this a nice and close game. Definitely seen a lot of back and forth this game. Is the 3-bender in chat. They promised me starting spot on red, and I haven't seen it yet, and now I'm sad. Anyways, nah. We got an offensive joust coming in. Gets picked up by Sino. Sino is going to throw it up Cloud over to Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking for a potential pass downfield. Right. And then pass back to Hunavelli. Hunavelli over to Sino. Sino over to Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking for a potential pass. Does throw it right over to Sam. Sam looking for a pass. Cross connects over. Nice passing all around. Sam with the 2, assisted by Sino. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They all lied to me. All right. I like Zuko, though. All right. Offensive jobs coming in for Good Vibes Only. Good Vibes Only passing it right tunnel over to Cam Spin. Cam Spin working it up. It is going to hit the top of tunnel. Taking unfortunate bounce. Get picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus with the disc working it up. Down Valley. Valley over to Sino. Sino with the disc looking for a potential pass. Does connect same side wall to Hunavelli. Hunavelli with the jukes and the 2. Assisted by Sino. Taking a 4-point lead here early. All right. That's so funny. All right, we got an offensive joust. I love you, Zuko. I mean it. You're my 3-bender. Pause with the disc. They're going for a nice little dribble play down to Trench. Does get picked up by Fletcher. So a ding ring. Fletcher is not able to find that 3 state, that 3 flow, that 3 bending. Gets denied by ding ring. Coaster Master with the disc does get rejected by Geo as well. Coaster Master with the disc. Open net. Goes for the shot. It's going to be a little bit behind goal. We got a floating disc going down towards right tunnel. Gets picked up by Fletcherus. Stolen. Stolen again. And then Hunavelli with the disc throws it all the way down. That is going to stay in the exterior bubble. Picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli goes for the 3 and connects, making this a 7-point lead in favor of Wildcard. Crazy. All right, this has been fun. I enjoy this game. I enjoy Echo VR. We do have another cast directly after this. Finn and Trod and someone will figure this out. So, pause with the disc, looking for a potential pass. Gonna throw it down left tunnel. Connect with Coaster Master. Coaster Master over to Deadline. Deadline working it up. Gonna throw it down and connect with Cam. Cam's gonna look for a potential pass here in bubble. Might walk it and does. Nice bounce shot assisted by Deadline for Cam Spin. Making this only a 5-point game. Anybody's game, especially at this high of elo. It's been a nice game. All right. We got an offensive joust coming in here from Wildcard. Wildcard looking to keep this lead, keep the score moving. Pass over to Cloud. This nice little short Cloud play that I've seen them run multiple times. Works very well. Hunavelli down to Sam. Sam for the long 3. It is going to be high and to the right. Picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli is going to pass back to Double Diamond to Sino. Sino looking for a potential pass downfield. Is going to throw it all the way across to Fletcher's. Fletcher is back to Sino. Does take an unfortunate bounce, but still lands in Hunavelli's hand. Hunavelli down to Sinnoh. Sinnoh looking for a potential pass cross here, I think, and does connect with Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking cross and connecting with Sinnoh. Sinnoh to Fletcherus. Back and forth, back and forth. Pass up to Sam. Sam's going to pass behind clock over to Hunavelli. Quick little nice little slap steal there. Gets picked up, though, by Sam with that slap. Quick slap out, though. Keeps it on good vibes only side. Picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus looking for a potential pass. Hunavelli going for the J train. Quick stun out, though. Stops that, and it's tracked. Picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus over to Sinnoh. Sinnoh looking for that cut pass. Picked up by Hunavelli. And the Chicago? I'm going to say Chicago. Could have been anything. 2 points. Math. 7 plus 4 is 11. Yep. 7-point lead in favor of Wildcard here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Offensive joust coming in here from good vibes only. Pause with the disc. Going to throw it down Valley. That is going to bounce around geometry into Coaster Master's hand. Coaster Master over to Deadline. Deadline over to Cam. Cam 4-2 assisted by Deadline. They are just not going away. 5-point lead in favor of Wildcard. They get the offensive advantage here. Both teams are diamond. We are seeing the number 9 versus the number 7 team in the league right now, according to most recent stats. Offensive joust coming in here from Wildcard. Sinnoh with the disc, going to pass it down left tunnel to Fletcherus. Fletcherus is going to throw it all the way down. That's going to bounce around the tunnel area. Get picked up by Hunavelli. Hunavelli looking for a potential pass here. Going to reset it all the way back. They're in no rush. They ain't in a hurry. Sinnoh to Fletcherus. Fletcherus over to Sam. Sam looking for the shot and makes it. 4-2, assisted by Fletcherus. All right, this has been a fun game. I beat you last night. They're talking crap in chat. Hey, watch the language. Watch the language. I don't know. Oh, yeah, nah, she said it's fine. We're good. We're vibing. Coaster Master with the disc, passes it across, gets stunned out quick. Still getting possession, pause grabbing it, gonna throw it left over. And a long 3 for Coaster Master, making this now math. 4-point game. It's anybody's ball game now, for sure. It's always been anybody's ball game, but all right. We do got an offensive joust coming in here from Wildcard. We're gonna see what happens here. They just need to keep possession, slow it down, and just win. Sammy with the disc. Pass over to Fletcherus. Fletcherus 4-3, extending their lead once again by 5. And I'm not showing favoritism, but I'm just saying that's what I would do if I was on their team. I would just maintain possession, slow it down a little bit, take 100% shots, and just keep their lead. When you have a lead like this, it's super easy to maintain it if you hit your passes and take your time. Offensive joust coming in here from good vibes only. Nice little headbutt. Is not going to go the way they want it to, but they're still going to maintain possession. Pause with the disc, going to throw it all the way down. He's going to roll up, get picked up by Sinnoh. Sinnoh's going to throw it down right tunnel. Stack is disconnected. Sinnoh's going to pressure pause here. Pause with the disc, going to go for the bounce pass over to Deadline. Does connect. Pause with the disc, though, from the pass back. Little catch play. Pause with the disc, looking to movement, constantly ducking. Nice save comes in from Sam, though. Goes for the full clear, does get picked up by Fletcherus. Fletcherus goes for the full clear down court, gets picked up by Paz. Paz is going to throw it down right tunnel. That is going to bounce around some geometry, go all the way down into bubble, gets picked up by Coaster Master 4-2. 5-point lead in favor of Wildcard. If you hear my chair creaking, it's because I can't sit still. I think it's ADD, but, you know, who knows anymore? Who knows what I have? Anyways, offensive joust coming in here from Wildcard. We got an offensive joust. Let's see what they do. Sinnoh with the disc, going to throw it straight down left tunnel to Fletcherus. Fletcherus, nice little relay play coming in here. Sam's going to throw it crossed over to Hunavelli. Hunavelli's going to walk it in for 2. What a beautiful play. Well written up. Well done. Yeah, 10 seconds left. All right. I'm going to close this out, and then I'm going to go try to run and get to my scrimming time. So, definitely going to be fun. This is going to be the end of the game in favor of Wildcard. Wildcard picking it up in 2 rounds. This has been Echo Master League. We do have one more game after this, so stick around, but this is it for Sweet Life. So I want to tell you guys one time. Peace up, A-Town.
It's